If you're using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or any type of social media to market your horse business, the algorithm has made another massive shift, which has made it even more difficult to do one of the most important steps in your marketing process, which is nurturing your audience. Yes, we have to get people to be aware that you exist. They have to get to know you. But from there, you have to be able to get back in touch with them to build that ongoing relationship so they can decide, do I like this person? Can I trust this person? Am I ready to buy from this person, whether you have a product-based business or a service-based business? But the algorithm has tightened the wrenches yet again, and we know that on an average basis, your post will only reach 5% of your organic audience. That's right. So if you have 1,000 followers, and you make a post, it will usually only reach about 50 people. And that's really, really, really bad when you're trying to build a relationship with people, but they are not seeing your content, because then it's hard to be able to drum up more customers, which is ultimately why you're spending so much time, effort, energy to market your business, is so that you can get more customers, you can make more sales, you can help more people, you can help more horses. But social media is making that more and more difficult. And so in today's video, I'm going to take you through the exact processes and the shifts that we have made in our own horse businesses, and we are helping many other horse business owners make, so that you can adjust your marketing strategy to have the exact processes that are working today in the horse industry, so that way you can get more control over your marketing process and you can actually build your business sustainably. Right? And for those of you guys that are new here, my name is Colton Woods. This is Horse Business Builders, and this is where we give you the exact strategies, we tell you the exact systems, the exact processes to be able to build, grow, and scale your horse business successfully. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today. Everything we do is powered by Horse Business Manager, and let's get into today's video. Up to this point on social media, many of us have been familiar with making sure that we're providing more value to our audience than what we're asking for in return. And a lot of times you've heard this referred to as the principle of give, ask, right? And that's just giving 3 times more than you're asking, but you could give 7 times more or 10 times more or 20 times more than what you're asking. And on a post basis, you would see that as, hey, I'm going to make 10 posts, and for every 10 posts that I make, I'm going to make 1 post that sells my product or sells my service. And it would not negatively impact the goodwill that you had with your audience, and it also would not negatively impact the reach that your account had to reaching your followers, because the algorithm was like, hey, they're giving more to their audience than they're asking for, so we don't have a problem with them having this post. But that is not the case anymore. And even further than that, the type of posts that were used to allow you to get a normal amount of reach to your audience does not perform anymore. And so the type of content that is actually allowing you to reach more people has completely changed across all the platforms. But the good news is that many times that type of content is working on all the platforms. That does make our marketing approach a fair bit more simple, but that means that we have to treat social media differently. It's at a different position in our marketing process, because before we used to be able to build our attention, be able to get people to be more aware of us. We used to be able to nurture them and even sell to them directly on social media. But that is not working anymore. Anyone that has tried to go on social media and just straight up sell something knows that you get put in the 200 view jail, or that your post doesn't reach anybody. And that's a problem, right? So we can identify that selling directly on organic marketing is not nearly performing the way that it needs to. And it pushes and sequesters your reach, it decreases your reach, and it hurts the goodwill with your audience, because they're not seeing all of the content that's going out there. And so if they don't hear from you, and then they only see a post that is just like, hey, come buy this thing, they're like, yep, they only show up when they need money. And that does hurt the goodwill that you have with your audience. And so we have to not just work harder and just post more, but we actually have to work smarter. And that's where I want to build, that's where we have to have the understanding that not just is the approach changing, but also how we're going to utilize social media to market our business changes as well. And we're going to actually start utilizing social media just for one single purpose. The visual that I like to use when it comes to our marketing process is think of a funnel, right? And the top of that funnel is the widest part of that funnel. And at the widest part of that funnel is where we're trying to bring the most amount of people in. And that's where we're trying to get as much awareness, as much attention as possible so that we can get as many people up there in the top of that funnel. And then as we nurture those relationships, as people get to know us, they get to like us, they get to trust us, certain people decide, yep, I do like this person, I don't like this person. I do like this company, I do like this product. I don't like this product, I don't like this company. And they whittle down to the bottom of this funnel. And at the very bottom of the funnel are the few people that end up actually purchasing. And this is where it's so important that we're building a community of people where we can continue nurturing them. And again, like we've already said, we used to be able to utilize the social media platforms to do that. And we could have this sense of community on our social media platforms. But when people are no longer able to see your content consistently, it's hard to have a community because no one's getting together and having conversation. But that doesn't get rid of the importance of having community. We have to have community, and it's one of the best levers that you can have in your business is focusing on establishing community, because that is what none of your other competitors can actually replicate. What you do versus what your competitor does might be similar, but the community, the values, the environment, the culture, the conversations that you are able to have with your audience is why people end up choosing you to work with, to buy your product. And so that is one of the biggest losses through the social media algorithm is we have this loss of community. So it's then as a business owner, you got to go, well, I still have to build this community. And what I'm going to help you with in this process is how you can build a community that you own, because you don't own your social media audience. Now is the best example of it possible because Facebook owns that audience, Instagram owns that audience, TikTok owns that audience because it's their platform. But when you have your own community that you own, then you can get in touch with those people whenever you want to and whenever you need to. And that means that when you post something, they hear from you. And that means that you're able to continually nurture those relationships. And so when we move into the process that we're utilizing based on the algorithm shifts, is that before we were using social media for the whole process, everything from getting the attention in the starting of the marketing process all the way through the sales process of getting people to buy. And you can't do that anymore. And so, we can't do it that effectively. I'm not saying you won't make any sales through organic marketing, but it's hard to run a sustainable business. It's hard to make enough sales through just the organic side of marketing right now to be able to run that whole process on the platform. So what do we need to do? Well, we're going to utilize social media as your attention machine. The very top of the funnel, we're going to be using social media for attention. And that means that you need to optimize when you're like, well, then what type of content do I need to create? You need to create content that gets you the most amount of reach possible. So that could be doing short form videos that are 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 12 seconds long. Certainly you can do some videos that are 30 seconds, a minute and a half, and those sorts of things. But it's about, when you think about your social media content creation, it's about creating the most amount of attention possible. Because then as you reach more people will then look into you. They will go from your video to your social media account where they can look at your bio and they can go, okay, now I'm getting to know this person a little bit more, which means you need to optimize your social media bio. You need to have a link in there that allows them then to go to what we call a lead magnet, okay? And within those lead magnets, that's free downloads, free video trainings, free guides, free community, right? All of those things that they can get for free. They give you their name, they give you their email address in return to join your free community, to get the free video training, to have the free PDF, all of those sorts of things. And then from there, you've captured their information and you're able to get back in touch with them whenever you need to. But we're going to take this a layer further because you heard me just say, have a free community. And that's why within Horse Business Manager, we give you guys access to all of these tools. Within Horse Business Manager, you are able to have your own free communities. You can have as many communities as you possibly want to. You can have free communities, you can have paid communities, you can have hybrid communities that are both free and paid, right? And you can store all of your free resources within there. So you can have a free download, a free guide, a free video training, a free mini course, right? And so you can have those lead magnets that people can give you their name and their email address for so that they can receive that when they say, hey, I'd love to have that free video training. They put their name and their email address in. Guess what? Horse Business Manager has all the systems to automatically send them access to that. And you can put that in your free community. And then in the free community, you are now building your own private community of people that when you post, they can get notified. They can go in there and check that community, and they know that it's just for people just like them that have the values that you have, that want the things that you're able to help them with. They can access the free resources. You could put paid resources in there as well. But you have a place to bring them. It's your own private fishing pond. And you have their email address. So you're able to continue nurturing your audience through your own private community. And because it's private, see, Facebook groups, for example, everyone wants to use Facebook groups and have utilized Facebook groups, but many of you guys have noticed that if you're not active in a Facebook group, you do not get notified. You have no clue what's going on in there, which means that there could be 100,000 people in that group, but if people have not recently clicked into that group, they have no notification of what's going on. Versus in your own private community, everyone can get notified. If they get tagged in a post, they're going to get a quick little email that says, hey, you've been tagged in a post. If you go in there and you say, hey, at everyone, because that feature is in there, you don't want to overdo it. But if you do utilize that, they're not only going to get a notification to their community app, but they're also going to get an email notification they've been tagged in a post. Why do you want that? Because you want them to know that there's activity going on, that the community is alive and well and growing and serving them. And so you can get in touch with them via your community, and you can get in touch with them via email. And it's a direct source because your email should be delivering at 98%. You want somewhere between 25 and 45% open rate on those emails. So if you have 1,000 emails, 980 of them are going to get them, and almost 500 of them will open your email. That same 1,000 followers on Facebook is only going to get to 50 people, right? So you can be utilizing the same type of content that you used to post on social media and putting that in the form of email, posting it in your own private community, and nurturing that audience, right? Nurturing your community much more effectively. And as the Facebook and the TikTok and the Instagram algorithms continue to change, your community stays steady. This is how you build long-term stability, long-term sustainability in your horse business, by actually owning your audience. You own your community. You own your email list. You can get in touch with those people whenever you want to. And it's such a private experience for them that it increases the perceived value of what you are offering to them. And so we're utilizing and optimizing social media to get as much attention as possible. And you could have posts that say, hey, come join my free community. And then they go from there into your free community, right? You can have your own app if you want to. And they are able to get direct access to your community, to the content that you're posting. And then in those communities, you can post the more valuable stuff. Because on social media, you're posting the things that get attention, but within your community, you're focused on posting the information that is even more valuable. It's the stuff that you used to be able to post on social media, but the old saying of don't cast pearls before swine, right? Don't throw that stuff out on social media if it's not going to get reach, it's not going to be appreciated, it's not going to get you the results. Take that content and put it in your free community. Take that content, put it in your email list, right? And when you utilize Horse Business Manager to do this, Horse Business Manager has the automations to deliver your lead magnets, to be able to get people access, to add people, remove people from your community. You don't have to sit there and do a whole lot of maintenance to make this stuff happen, right? We have the systems that are already set up for you so that you can do this in your business easily. And I think one of the most freeing things that this does for you in your marketing efforts is that you can have fun on social media. You can focus on creating the content that is going to drive the most amount of attention possible. So you don't have to get there overthinking everything, and you can get back to using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok to have some fun with it, to post the funny videos, to post the controversial thing, to post the trending audios, you can follow the trends, right? Your whole goal on social media right now should be to grab as much attention as possible. And then understand the more people that are aware that you exist, of those people, certain number of people will go check out your account, right? And you can increase the likelihood of this by sprinkling into your content on those trending videos with this 4-second reel that is like, hey, if you want a free community, if you want to join a free community of people that value this thing that your community does, whatever that thing is, go check out the link in my bio. And you could use a trending audio and a really cool video backdrop to do that. And that can still work because you're respecting the algorithm, right? And they want to increase the amount of views. They want to increase you utilizing what is already working on the platform. And then you can focus providing all that value that you're used to providing in your own private community, in your own email list, because it's going to actually reach the people that will appreciate it. And so this allows you don't have to overthink it, right? Because so many times we question, oh, I don't know, I want to post this on social media, because you know that you're posting it for all these people that you have no clue who they are. Versus when you take that same content and post it in a community of people that you know will appreciate it, you can be you. You can step into who you are, and you can continue serving them at that deeper level, because now you're breaking through the barrier that has been set up by social media algorithm, because you've got a system that allows you to do that. And this, utilizing Horse Business Manager to do this, means that once you set up your community, you're good to go, right? And you just regularly send out some emails and you post in your community group, right? The systems are already set up there. It can save you 10, 20 hours a week easily. And so if you're curious at this point of how you can be utilizing and what it looks like and how exactly it runs, I'm going to put 2 links down below for you. One, click that first one. That one is going to allow you to join our Horse Business Builders community completely free. And you're going to be able to get access to many more videos just like this that take you through our 5-step Horse Business Builders process and helps you understand the key decisions and what you need to be able to do and how you can go about doing that to be able to build, grow, and scale your horse business. But then if you're at this point and you're like, I'm really curious about how Horse Business Manager can help me, I can, number one, tell you that if it saves you just 3 hours a week, it more than pays for itself. And I almost guarantee if you're running an established horse business, it is going to do that for you. And for many horse business owners that we continue to help, it saves them 10 to 20 hours a week, allows them to get far more organized and be able to make more money in their horse business, because now they're freed up to focus on the things that actually matter. And if you want to see how Horse Business Manager can actually help you in your business, you can click the second link down below and see a free demo with our team, right? And we always ask you guys, if you're jumping on that call, please be serious and not just curious, right? If you're curious, go jump in the community, watch the free videos there. And when you're serious about being able to take that next step and have the exact tools that you need to be able to run your business more efficiently, to be able to run your business more profitably, and have the systems that real business owners utilize so that you can create the success in your business that you're ultimately after, then go ahead and schedule that demo, and we'll absolutely be right there to help you walk through and show you how to get the best results for your business utilizing Horse Business Manager. Because everybody on our team are horse people. We're horse professionals. And so when we get on those calls with you, we want to show you not just what the system does, but we want to get to know your business and help you understand, okay, if we were in your shoes, this is how we would best leverage it, because we want you to be able to get the best results possible with it. And that's why we always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee at any point when you sign up for Horse Business Manager, because we only want you using it if it's getting you the results that you need in your business. And that's the whole reason that we have taken the shift to build Horse Business Manager and Horse Business Builders, is to make a difference in this industry, because we know that the better that your business runs, the better you can serve your horses, your clients, your students, your family, your friends, your community. And ultimately, that's what it's all about, because as business owners, we are the people that can make the change in our family, in our communities, within the people that we are blessed to serve. And so we're here to help you make sure that your business works for you like the asset that it should be. So with that being said, y'all, if you have any further questions or recommendations or videos that you'd like to see, be sure to put them down in the comments below. Leave that 5-star review if you're listening on the podcast. That always helps other horse professionals find this. And be sure to go join the Horse Business Builders community for free. And we'll see you next time.